Start. Hiya, Pep. Hope you're okay. Sorry to start with a player who's not at Manchester City, but there's been a lot said about Cristiano Ronaldo over the past few days. Given what's happened with Harry Kane, are you trying to sign another striker? And can you tell us anything about Ronaldo?
I cannot say much. So Harry Kane announced continuing his club, so exceptional club like Tottenham. So and Cristiano was a Juventus player. I think is a Juventus player, and I cannot add anything else. So only I can say that in these 3 or 4 days left to the transfer window shut, everything can happen. But in my personal view, there are few players that, and I think Cristiano Ronaldo is included, Messi, of course, and the other ones, when they decide where they're going to play. So they are the absolutely leading roles in the negotiations and everything, and desire when they want to play. And in that position, I would say right now, this is my feeling. I'm more than delighted that the squad that we have, and we will stay the same.
All your career, obviously, you are associated with Lionel Messi. You always talk about how brilliant he is. There's clearly been, for 12 years, 13 longer, this battle between Ronaldo and Messi. Could you ever see that, having managed Messi, that you could even manage Ronaldo? Or is that something that we talk about in the media and for professionals like yourself wouldn't have any impact whatsoever?
I say the same. Cristiano will decide where he want to play, not Manchester City, not myself. So there are many things that right now looks like far, far away. So I know today is a tough press conference for I would say myself, because tomorrow at 12 we'll have an incredible important game ahead of us. And now the press conference will be related in other terms, in other issues. So all I can say, we are contemporary and incredibly grateful to have enjoyed the best true players probably we have seen in the last, 20, 30 years. Like these two guys has done in world football. Only we can say thank you. The Argentine and the Portuguese guy were amazing in every single season in different clubs, when especially Messi just in Barcelona, now in French. So what they have done is, honestly, I don't think we will not watch something quite similar in the future. And and that's all.
Thank you, Simon. Vinny O'Connor.
Hi, Pep. Sorry to labour the point, but obviously Allegri has said today that Cristiano is going to be leaving Juventus, and we know that Cristiano has boarded a private jet as well. So with regard to yourself and your position, do you want to sign Ronaldo? What would be the reasons why any potential deal would be right for Manchester City at this point?
I'm incredibly happy with the squad I have. More than satisfied. So we are the same guys, except one player leave, Sergio, and Jack arrive. So, and I'm focused on the players that absolutely have, especially tomorrow the game. So, and I said the same. These type of players decide. So a little bit less now because you have to negotiate. But for example, Messi decide himself where he want to play. He decided to go to Paris. They go to Paris. He go to Paris. So these players decide. They knock the door. They call. And after that, there are situations I cannot control because it's not my business. And I'm focused these 2-3 days, honestly, to do what you have to do and the players that we have right now.
Okay, thanks, Vinny. Hugh Ferris.
Hi, Pep. I'll give you a brief break from Ronaldo just for a moment, because you've mentioned that you intend to leave Manchester City at the end of your contract in 2023. Could you give us a little bit of insight into how you came to that decision, when you came to that decision, and is it something that could change between now and then?
I'm so delighted to answer. Thank you so much, Hugh, to answer the question. I'm not thinking to leave after 2 years. I can leave maybe in 2 months when the results are not good, or the team or the organization is tired of me, or I can handle better these players. I can leave in 3 months, like I can leave in 5 years. So what I said in my Zoom connection with the people related to the businesses and the other from Brazil, what I said is after my period in Manchester City, I would take a break. That's for sure. So it can be in 1 month, in 2 years, in 3 years, in 4 years, in 5 years. Right now, today, I don't have reasons to leave. And I'm thinking in 2 seasons, I'm going to leave Manchester City. So I'm more than commitment to this season. We're going to do with these players to try to do it better and better, especially play better. This is my target this season. I'm going to try it. But that's for sure. So when I'm finished, I will take a rest a little bit, because almost 12, 13 years, almost without short a stop, but not much a stop. And I wanted to do something else. And after that, maybe it was new team after the break, or will be national team if someone wants me. But I didn't say in this period, in 2 years, I'm going to finish my period in Manchester City. I think, thank you so much, Hugh, for the question, but sometimes I want to clarify something, and for that reason, I can do it.
Thank you, Hugh. Next, we go to James Savundra.
Pep, what was your reaction when you found out that Harry Kane would be committing his future to Spurs? Will you try and sign him again further down the line? And were you disappointed the club didn't push harder to try and capture his signature?
No. The club did absolutely everything. So we didn't talk about Tottenham, not even one offer, because they didn't want to negotiate. And when one team want to negotiate, there's nothing to say. It's understandable. So Tottenham, they didn't want to talk. We didn't talk. So that's all. So the moment opened the door, maybe we see it, and after we happen. And maybe they say, we want from Harry Kane £200 million. We are not going to pay £200 million for a reason. We don't have it. So that's why we cannot do it. So we tried to openly leave the door to try to negotiate, and the master of the big master of the negotiation, Mr. Danny Levy, that he knows everything. So we could not do it. So that's why maybe I would do the same, having Harry Kane in my team. But he's a Tottenham Hotspur player, and of course, I wish him all the best, and of course, the last years in his career, doing well in London.
Fred Caldera.
Hi, Pep. About the players that would be going to the national teams in red list countries for the UK, what is the position for Man City right now? Do you intend not to let them travel because of the restrictions and the quarantine and etc.?
Well, I had to finish to speak with the club about the last meetings they had, the Premier League with the clubs and so on. So, but Fred, we spoke. So it's not sense to go to national team, play on Thursday, come back here. We have Leicester game away, and after Champions League start the game, and they have to stay 10 days in hotel, and they cannot play. So they are not travel. I think the position of the club, I think they will not travel. But Fred, let me, because we spoke about that 2 days ago with a part of the club, with Chiki and Omar, and we have to today, tomorrow, again to say what is the position of the club, because it's not a problem related just Manchester City. I think all the clubs playing in Champions League or in important clubs, so. That is a problem for the calendar, the schedule. So that's why I have to try to unify. We are talking about that since 1 century ago. It was 2, but no, it was 1 century ago, and it didn't anything change. So we pay the players and go in to play 4 games and come back, play on Thursday, come back on Friday and play a Saturday in Leicester. It's not possible. And after they have to be like this red list, they have to stay isolated because the government has to follow the rules for the scientists and for the for the pandemic situation, has to be isolated without no training during 1 week, 10 days. So it's no sense.
Thank you, Fred. Simon Baskowski.
Hi, Pat. Vincent Kompany and David Silva are getting statues outside the Etihad. I'm sure you've seen many statues at many football grounds in your time. What does it say about Vincent and David that they're getting ones at Man City?
Decision for the club, for our chairman. Big compliment to them for this exceptional career has done here. That helps to be who we are right now. And hopefully David and Vincent, especially, families can be happy for this gesture, amazing gesture. And I'm pretty sure there will be more players in the future.
How do you remember the two of them from working with them so closely?
They helped me a lot. Vincent was an exceptional captain, exceptional one, leader, inspire in many moments. All of us, central defender, what I say, I'm pretty sure sooner or later we'll be finished here, being manager for Man City. This would be one of my wishes. And David was another player for the consistent when we won the Premier League, 100 points, 98 points, was key player for us. I learned a lot of him. Few players I saw when you are so dominant, moving in the pockets in the smaller spaces like him. He was leading through the example, not leading like Beanie was more example, the worst. David was most example and doing the way you have to be professional, training every day and play. So I was grateful, an honor. So my career is full of examples of being honored to be coach for exceptional players, and these two was one of them.
Thank you, Simon. Andy Hampson.
Hello, Pep. Kevin wasn't named in the Belgium squad yesterday, suggesting he's still got a problem with his ankle. Can you bring us up to date with how he is, please?
It's getting better, but still is not fit.
Okay, and Arsenal have had a tricky start to the season, which has again brought Mikel's position into question in some people's eyes. Can you give your assessment of how they're doing, please?
2 games. We have played 2 games, not 20 or 50 fixtures. Sometimes I think the manager, we are crazy to do the job. So they trust a lot of Mikel because they spend money to reinforce the team, to do it better. And it's just 2 games. So why wouldn't give a little bit more time to the teams to build what we want to build? So the people want success immediately, and every season starting one, many things change, and anything is for granted. So you need time, but it doesn't matter what happens. So the opinion that we have here about him, we know, all of us, we know what it is.